As we enter into stage 4 of lockdown in Melbourne, it can be, and it is very, very tough for us here in Melbourne. And I can imagine a lot of people are very upset about this. So I want to wish you all well and to be able to manage and cope with this very difficult time. And if you need any help, please give us a buzz. I'm sure you all have noticed that you pass by people's houses or you enter people's houses, you see that the Mezuza is placed on a slant. You might want to know why. And a lot of people think there might be some great symbolism in that it is on a slant. But actually it boils down to a technical debate between two great sages, two great halachic authorities, two great luminaries in the Jewish world. Dates back to the 11th and 12th century. Rashi, the classical commentator on the Talmud and on the Torah, understands a passage in the Talmud that if the mezuzah is placed horizontal, it is invalid, it's not kosher. However, his grandson, another great luminary, Rabbeinu Tam, disagrees, and he says to place the mezuzah vertically is disrespectful, and he brings a number of proofs. One of them is that another place in the Talmud says that if you bury someone in a vertical position, it's disrespectful. You need to bury them on a horizontal position. He also brings a proof from the fact that the tablets, the two tablets, and the Torah scroll placed in the Ark in the Holy Temple were placed on a horizontal position. And he claims that so it should be done in the shuls. And he says, when I merit to build a shul, I will build an ark that is wide to place the Torahs on a horizontal position. And he says also, another proof, that you see every single time when the Torah is taken out and is upright on the bima, everybody stands. But when it's laid down, everybody sits, which infers that when it's laid down, it's in its respectful position, and then everybody can relax. Well, there are those that try to answer for Rashi, and they say there's no proof from burying a person, because burying a person in a vertical position is disrespectful, but to place a mezuzah on a vertical position is not disrespectful, is actually respectful. The proof from the tablets and the Torah in the Ark in the temple is because they were never used. That Torah in the Ark was never used to be read. It was always placed in that position all the time. So therefore it was placed on a horizontal position. But the Torah that we use in the shul, which we take out regularly to read from, should be placed on a vertical position. So it seems that Rashi holds that to place it on a vertical position is more respectful. Later, halachic authorities came to a compromise, and they said that in order to fulfill both opinions, let's bend the mezuzah. Part of it should be horizontal, and part of it should be vertical. Later authorities said that that also might be disrespectful to bend the mezuzah, but they said to put the mezuzah on a slant, thereby following both opinions. But then you can ask a question, if you put it on a slant, you're following neither opinion. You're not satisfying any of those opinions. That's a good question. But the answer is that Rashi is actually saying that it is not acceptable, it's not kosher if it's horizontal. And Rabbeinu Tam says that it's not acceptable, not kosher, if it's vertical. So therefore putting it on a slant will satisfy both grandfather and grandson. This is one of the laws and customs where we see compromise and unity amongst the halachic authorities, which is a very inspiring idea. However, this is only the custom of Ashkenazim. Sephardim place the mezuzah on a vertical position. The simple reason is because the great Sephardic authorities, halachic authorities, like Maimonides, Rabbi Yosef Karo, and many more, follow Rashi, that it should not be horizontal, but be vertical. There are some that attempt to explain the Sephardi custom in another way, and saying that Ashkenazim, when they read the Torah, they place the Torah on the bimah on a horizontal position. But if you've gone to a Sephardi shul, you will see that the Torah is read on a vertical position. So we see that for Sephardim, the Torah respectful place is on a vertical position, not a horizontal position. And perhaps that's how they justify the following Rambam and Rashi to place the mezuzah also on a vertical position. Thank you.